Oh, that was the way you did it.
You know the real, because you know it's red and it's
is that the corporations were making money. They had a higher profit margin. That's why they have so much capital to pay a larger wage to citizens that are here that needs to be met with a higher paying wage. They fed off the backs of immigrants.
Republicans done anything wrong in the country. Josh, here's my next question. Do companies want to be in areas with high crime?
What?
Do companies want to be and invest in areas with high crime?
Companies want to be
companies' jobs are in the system of operational risk management, and this was my field in the Marine Corps. The whoever you are trying to come for my inventory, right? Yeah. Is that the operational risk management is that if I make $100,000 in a crime-ridden area versus making $1,000 in a non-crime-ridden area, I'm sorry, but I'm taking my chances with the projects.
Exactly. They're going to make the profit. They ain't got to live there, baby. In 9 times,
you ain't got to live there. We go home.
They ain't got to live there.
So clocking out at 3:30, baby.
So here's this
is my point.
What
you say, Conscious?
I was saying, let's get to. I was talking to the audience. I'm sorry, my mic's.
Oh, very well.
So here's my point for you, Josh, because I want you to make this point. Because quite honestly, I'm white, you're black, so they'll listen to you on this one. When a company decides that, you know what, that profit margin now isn't worth it because of crime or theft or whatever else in the area, the general government, left or right, puts any restriction or tax code.
It doesn't happen in our demographic.
We're going to impede. Why would that company leave? Is that a racial issue or is that a policy issue?
No, that is a it's neither one. It's a profit issue, right? So if a company moves to a different place because they see America is a capitalistic society, I don't understand why people are ignoring numbers, right? So if a corporation moves, if they have 1,000 people that are working for $25, it doesn't matter if they're immigrants or not. If I'm turning a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% profit margin and I could find 50% elsewhere, it might be profitable to build the infrastructure in a different place and then hire those people at the same margins because it's more profitable to do so. This is a capitalistic America. How many Amazon warehouses have you seen go up? And it doesn't matter if you're an immigrant or not. Nobody cares.
Exactly. And what are you asking? Like the crime rates have nothing to do.
As a sub-people group of Black Americans, what we care about is that we do not want the money to leave our immediate neighborhoods so that we can build upon them. So yes, immigrants are the problem, not for us. For us because the economics are moving out, but they were also weaponized by corporations because they wanted to turn a higher profit. So if we say we want immigrants out, the narrative is spun that FBA does not like, they don't like immigrants, right? But at the same time, how quickly we ignore that corporations are the ones abusing them, period, because of cultural differences.
Well, it's really racist route aiming for us.
I need a cigarette.
I'm just saying, it's really racist route aiming for us.
It doesn't matter if it's racist or not. I don't give a fuck about how you feel. How I feel is my money need to be here on fucking time, my nigga. That's it.
I'm not your nigga, my nigga.
Hold on, Bear.
You can never sit at my table.
We gotta be. Hold on, Chris, 1 second. Because here's where the talking point is coming from. Our country started in a capitalistic structure that was made off of people as property. They never left that. They were still going to capitalize. Now they were having to find a way to do it without enslaving people and owning people. That's the only difference. So then what they did was imported people who they could pay near to slave wages. It's not the case that we're...
Hold on. I'm sorry, B. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I'm so sorry. But this B.A. Abad or whoever he is, this tether down here, said that Black spending power is not power at all. You are a fucking liar. Right? You politics.
That's how you keep real power. I know you don't make enough to be talking.
If you think spending power is power, then you are the one who's a damn liar.
Yeah. You don't make enough to be talking like that.
Yeah, bro. You like Black spending power because you think it does something. You can't prove it.
You want to One at a time.
Because you know me, I stir the pot.
Hold on. If you're saying that it's not
critical,
then if there's no such thing as
calm down, sir.
BA and Josh Hamler's
Calm down a second, sir.
Yeah.
BA and Josh Hamler's conversation.
Well, I am in the mountains
what
right
you
now.
saying, Josh?
Oh, I have a
Man,
congressman.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, those mountains of talk.
Yeah, niggas and trees don't have a good history. Go to somewhere where there's concrete jungle.
Right.
Why?
So,
when I can
you know
sit there and
what?
go snowboarding whenever I want to.
No, whatever. Just live your life. I don't,
Just
I don't
whatever,
believe
whatever.
this
You
point.
just don't have.
Here
a lot
is my
going
thing,
on.
though. BA, because I
You
want
don't have a
to
thing.
consciously.
Hold
You
on,
don't have a
y'all.
thing. You
Wait,
better
let's
know
let
that
BA
you
and
don't.
You can
Josh,
put me on
and
a
then Bear,
timer.
you got
Just
it.
let me
You
have
got
it.
it. Go ahead, Josh, and then BA.
The spending power of Black America is at an all-time high.
Because I don't want to help people like you.
Yes, I love what you're saying,
Yeah, like
Biz Marquis, but calm down. So what I'm saying is that
Let's see,
I'm sorry, I cracked.
Josh.
What I'm saying is that the Black spending power has been at an all-time high. If you look at the corporations that have grown since the pandemic, with the rise of Temu, with the rise of TikTok Shop, with the rise of all these places looking for everybody to spend the Black dollar. But now I will meet you halfway and say that the unification of understanding how to spend the Black dollar we can talk about. Because if all Black people stop spending money in a place, you can ask Target. You can ask all these other corporations that are drowning in fucking stocks and bonds and all kinds of areas because of the power of the Black dollar. You have to be ass right up with your toes in the air if you think that the power of the Black dollar is not expensive. You are a liar, sir.
And again, you don't comprehend very well because that's not how it works.
You don't
comprehend how it works. In capitalism,
you make how much an hour?
Ownership.
I guarantee you don't make what we get.
Hey, like I said, when it comes to capitalism, how it works, how you make wealth, ownership is more so. It's like owning the means of production, control over labor, land, credit, and the state, stuff like that. It doesn't work that way. Just because a bunch of Negroes all come together and have trillions of dollars, that's not spending power.
I know, right?
You're a consumer.
No, but
you don't.
Hold on. I think y'all are speaking to two different points.
Let me calm down.
Yeah. Calm down.
A bunch of black people
Hold on,
owning
content.
land or owning capital or moving things as far as like infrastructure or businesses are concerned. I do agree that is a problem that we do not have a legitimate stake in. But by the way, in all of that hierarchy of business, guess what they need, my nigga? Consumers. Because and who is spending it?
Yeah, but the majority of us are consumers.
Hold on. Let's level set. So we can.
Hold on, I can't hear what
You just allowed people talking on TikTok.
Hold on,
Bear.
Calm down. Y'all are talking about two different things, BA, because you were right in talking about the ownership part. We are talking about the current status that exists in with the people who do have the ownership, with the Black community not having the ownership though, and in the position they're in currently, what that power looks like. We're not talking about this. You're right in what you're saying. We're not arguing that point.
I'm not arguing it at all.
Right.
But they still need consumers. It doesn't matter. If you put a Walmart up and the black dollar doesn't come in, sir, you have an empty Walmart.
Come in there.
That's okay. You don't need to know too much.
Come in there.
Yeah, y'all don't need to know too much. I'm just gonna let you think you're smart.
It's this exact rhetoric that doesn't pay attention, which is why this administration is
Go ahead, Bear.
And then BA chime in too, because I think it was all three of y'all. But go ahead, Bear.
You're not helpful. Why should I help people like y'all? You talk about Black business owners. You talk about people. Yeah. Why would I want to help something like you? You're ungrateful.
I'm rather.
You want it just to be handed to you, and you don't want to work for it.
Wait a minute.
First of all, I'm a retired military.
Why should it come to you like that?
Where did the conversation get here?
Put several Cuban links on and go stuff in front of the girls. I don't care nothing about it.
What's up with this cat, man? What's going on?
Why would you
Hold on a second.
Hold on, y'all. Let's let him explain. Go ahead, baby. Where's that talking point?
I don't want you to know me. You sound like a lot of work, buddy. You sound like a lot of work. I don't want you to know me.
We not laces. What you talking about?
Putting down, man. We not racist.
I'm not.
What you talking about?
Sorry,
Well, I am. I like
No, you sit down, ungrateful ass people. Are you talking about? I need consumers. I need you to be a consumer.
Capitalism.
No.
Hold on. You
No,
don't think.
nobody said.
Hold on, Bear.
You did say that. I'm using your words.
No.
I'm repeating your words.
Bear,
I
I think
said
you're.
that businesses require consumers.
Which we have a
That's what I
business,
said.
and I guarantee the job you have right now, we will pay more for. But why would we do that?
No, you couldn't pay me more.
What is he talking?
Okay,
What is you
okay.
talking about?
So wait a minute. You're saying that you own a business
Hey,
and
I'm
that
I don't
lost.
want to
you.
help
I'm
people
lost.
like you. I don't want to help people like you.
Okay. So you don't want
Why
to
help
help.
an ungrateful ass
Oh,
dark
man.
skinned like you when you just gonna be
He,
mad?
he
and
heard
talk
you
shit
say
like that?
FBA.
Hey, Josh,
Yeah.
let's get back to
Talk
me and
about-
Josh. Let's
you
get
say
back to me and
FBA.
Josh talking, man. Let's get back to me and Josh.
What the fuck?
It's the truth.
What the
Maybe you don't know how to accept it.
entire of the fuck was that?
It's the truth. Maybe you don't know how to accept
fuck
it.
and nothing but the
It's
fuck
the
was
truth.
that.
What
It's the
is this
truth. Maybe you
doing?
don't know how
What's-
to accept it.
What is this
Hold
dude's
on, y'all.
problem?
Everybody's
What's
talking in
going
the
on?
chat. Can't understand.
Hold on,
BA,
man.
go ahead.
Come on, y'all. We gotta.
It's the
Why
truth.
would I
Maybe you
help
don't know how
somebody
to
like
accept
you
it.
and then presents useless ass points?
No, I just
For sure.
no. My
Yeah,
thing is
I'm
that
so sorry,
black
man. You
men
don't know
We're
how
power.
to
having a good conversation. This
do
nigga
that.
hurt.
Do what? Because I'm lost.
You're just
hold on,
a
hold on.
stupid, illiterate ass boy.
And you're
Okay, Bear,
You're still
wait a
a
minute.
boy.
Josh, what the hell?
Josh, just breathe. Go get that sig. Hey, Bear, who did you vote for? Who did you vote for?
Why does it matter who I vote for?
I just want to know.
You're not
Respectfully.
gonna get that answer, man. It's not needed.
This
This tether.
Okay.
Okay, can I ask Bear a question? How many amendments are in the Constitution?
How many amendments?
I
are
didn't
in
hear
the
you well enough for the first one. I heard a little bit of that.
How many amendments are in the Constitution?
How many amendments are in the Constitution?
Military of the Constitution.
How many amendments are in the
Constitution.
Constitution?
I literally protect my people. My
So you're not
sisters are
very
Marines.
astute on how the
I
country
really don't
works.
know that answer.
Okay.
So you're not very
My
astute
sisters
on how the country
would know
works.
that answer before I would. And my sisters are pew pew and shit, and they got confirmed right now.
Right.
And they're
History of the
Marines.
lack of
And they're literally Marines. So what do you got to say about that, buddy? We could call them up. While they're at work,
Okay.
and you can
But
ask
I don't
them
know how that
question.
helps you as a voter if you voted.
I mean, do I really need to vote
and
for
it
a
like
loser
28.
that's
I
gonna
believe
sit
it's
here, you just wanna
28, right?
brag
Ain't it like
about?
28 of?
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I'm
When
sorry.
it
What
was
did you
Trump
say?
and a Biden, I
Stop.
knew we was
These
fucking
tethers
you
are
up.
derailing the
They called him
conversation.
a tether.
Yeah, it's derailing. I don't want to
Wait,
give
hold on,
my
Lex. I'm
answer
about
who I
to
voted
hold on
for.
a second. Real
Okay,
quick.
that's
Real
perfectly
time,
fine.
real
I
quick,
just
real
asked.
quick.
You know what? I need
Yeah,
some.
about to-
I need
hold
some
on,
lottery
hold on,
numbers.
real
Step
quick,
in.
showtime, real quick. Bear, are you an FBA or are you a
Okay, so
tether?
FBA means
I don't know what either one of that means on myself, sir.
slavery tether means that you or
FBA means
or
that
your
your
family comes
ancestors
from
come from
African
slavery.
nation
Tether
or
means that you
Caribbean
were,
nation.
or your family comes from an African nation or Caribbean nation.
Here, let me tell you this. My
I'm sorry.
no good ass father
Sorry to hear that.
got unalive at 13 years old in my life.
I'm
Figure that
sorry to
out.
hear that, man. Sorry to hear
I
that.
did that work because my ungood ass father was a woman
So you
beater.
vow never to be a
He was a black woman beater. So I did the
Never
work.
to be a black
I did the
woman
work.
beater.
I don't wear skulls for the hell of it, boy.
No. So
I wear
I'm
it
saying
because
you
it's really
vow
my
to
trophies.
never
I've been
be a
doing this
black
work for a
woman
very long
beater,
time.
right?
No. So I'm saying you vowed to never be a black woman beater, right?
I vowed to be not a woman beater.
Well, I
Period.
just thought
Notice
you
how
dated
you're
black
still
women.
racist when you put a color on it. A woman beater.
Well, I
Period.
just thought you dated black women because you said black women. So I just assumed.
Obviously, I have
I
a
don't
ring
wanna
on
date
my
you.
hand, so obviously I'm taking. Obviously, I'm not dating nobody.
I don't want to date you if that's what you're thinking. I was just
No, now
I just
you're
assumed
really
that's
getting
you.
funny, buddy. I said obviously I got a ring on my hand. Obviously, I'm taking. Obviously, I'm not dating anybody. And you went to straight to I think I like you think I like something like you. No, buddy,
Come on
sorry.
with me. What's wrong with me?
You
I'm handsome.
Why not?
Could not.
What's wrong with me?
Suave.
What's
I'm
wrong with me?
intelligent.
What's
I'm
wrong
an
with you?
idiot.
I'm debonair. So
No, you're
I'm
an idiot.
intelligent.
How
See,
many
the words
articles?
coming out your
I
mouth,
am handsome. I
it's a
can't
bunch of
believe that.
stupid
If
shit.
I don't believe
I'm
I'm handsome,
handsome.
somebody
You're
else
stupid
will
for
believe
that.
I'm handsome.
I am handsome. I can't
No,
believe that.
no.
If
I
don't
just
believe
know
I'm
that
So
handsome,
you
then
like
why
other
don't
men
you
like
believe
you.
I'm
You like
handsome?
other men like you,
other,
right?
man. I said
no, I
me.
just
You're
know that
very
I'm
stupid
handsome.
with your mouth,
I didn't
boy.
say shit.
You're very
any
stupid
other
with
Who
your
I
man.
think
mouth.
is
said
also
me.
just as handsome.
You're very
as
stupid
my
with your
father.
mouth, boy.
He's-
You're handsome.
You
You're
like to
very
say
say
that
stupid
all
with
the
your mouth,
time.
just
boy.
as handsome as
You're
me.
very
You
stupid with
almost
your
look as
mouth,
good
boy.
as
I
me, sir.
understand. You
You
trying
used
to
to
be
say
smart,
that all
but
the
you're really
time
an
to
idiot
me.
like that.
You always
That's
look as good
okay.
as me, sir.
That's okay.
I
You
didn't
try to
talk
sit there
about
and
your
claim
sexuality.
about talk about my
Calm
sexuality.
down,
Where
man.
you
I
as
didn't talk
if
about
a
your
straight
I
male,
like
if a
women.
straight male, not a
Calm
down low
down,
male,
man.
you wouldn't want to
Really
talk about
love
my
sex.
I
sexuality.
like women. Trust me, I like women.
Okay,
You wanted to
know.
talk talk about my
I didn't mean to
sexuality,
throw
talk
you
about
off,
something,
man.
something,
I was
something,
just-
something. You was trying to aim that way.
I didn't mean to.
You was trying to aim that way. You're down low,
No,
buddy.
I would never
You're
lie
down low.
about
That's a
what I am.
down
I
low,
would
buddy
never
type
lie
of shit
about
that
how
you
I am.
do.
I
You
would
really
never lie
you
about
really
it.
worry
clean
about
my
how
ass
to
every
shit
day.
wipe
No,
your ass
I
up.
am.
You really worry
no.
about how to
I never
figure
worried
wipe your
about
ass when you
it.
wipe
I
your ass.
worry
That
about
shit
if it's
is wrong.
clean or not. That's the only
Yeah,
thing I
you
worry
weird
about.
like
I
that.
worry
See,
about things.
you fucking
I
weird
worry
like
about if
that.
it's clean or not.
You
That's the only thing I
old
worry about.
as
you get
fucking weird
That's
like
the
that.
key. That's the key, right? To get.
I hope you get old, brother. I hope you get old. That's the key.
You
That's
hope
the key.
I
right?
hope
To
I
get-
find people like you and put you in the dirt quite quickly.
Oh man,
wow.
you ain't
Well, where
doing
you
that.
at?
You in the house.
Minnesota boy.
You been drinking that Don
Oh,
Julio?
man, you ain't doing that. You in the
I'm in
house,
Atlanta.
man.
Oh,
You
drop the
drinking that
location
Don
then.
Julio?
Drop the location to see if I'm not doing
I'm in
that.
Atlanta.
Where they
I'm
at?
in Atlanta.
Zone
That's
6.
okay. I got a gang there right now. What's up?
I'm in zone
Gang,
6.
gang. Where they at? Zone 6.
Round you. What's your
David
address?
Ralph
I'm in zone 6.
Abernathy.
What's the address?
927.
David
You want
Ralph
me to send a screenshot? I
Abernathy.
just
Can you
gave
type
you.
it so I can send a
927.
screenshot? It's a lot of work.
942
I've got
Can you send a
David
screenshot? I
Abernathy
just
Road,
gave you the
Atlanta.
address.
Yeah, but I don't have pen and
942
paper. Can't you just
David
type it?
Abernathy
Now you're being a
Road,
lazy.
Can't you just
Atlanta.
type it? I don't got pen
Come
and
on, it's
paper.
Black
Why you
History.
being
You
like
can
this?
write it down
No,
yourself.
I'm not going. Now you're being a lazy black person. Come on,
No,
it's
you're
Black
just
History
being a
Month. You can
dickless
write it
ass
down
boy.
yourself.
You're being a dickless
I
ass
think.
boy and not typing when the
What's
keyboard's
wrong
right
with your?
there.
Did
I'm
you
not
wash
gonna
your
type
face?
it.
Did you
Why
wash
you being
your
a
face?
bitch today? Ain't
What
your
you got?
balls
You
dropped?
got
Didn't
an
your
eye
balls
booger. Go
drop?
wash your face.
Did you
I
wash your
mean, didn't
face?
your balls drop?
I
You
You
I
got
be
gave
about
you
that
you
shit
got
you
an
were
eye booger. Go
talking.
and wash your
Be
face.
about
I
that
gave
shit
you
you were
the
talking right
address.
there. That
You
same
didn't
gangster
wash.
shit
Address.
you were talking
literally
about
got out
how
the bed
I'm
and
not
didn't
gonna
wash
do
your face
anything.
and started putting
Be
on
about that
Nexus.
shit that you were
Wash.
just talking.
Because when you first got on
You
here,
wash
You're
your
not
face.
you were
about
in the
No,
bed. You
just
didn't
go
wash your
call
face.
911 now
When you
because that's what
Go
you
and wash
people
your
do.
face.
you
Go
Wash
call
your
911 now. That's
face
what you
for
people
nothing.
do.
Face. Wash your face, man.
You done talking to me? Okay.
I'm reading your
Want me to
chat
skip you
because
then?
obviously you got
You
nothing.
done talking to
When I
me.
was like
Okay.
14.
I mean,
You want me
I'm
to skip
wondering
you
when you
then?
gonna let your balls drop.
They've been
I
no.
I was
They
like
already
14. They
been
did.
dropped.
Oh, so you didn't let them drop today because there ain't no
164
location down here in
David
the chat.
Ralph
Already been
Abernathy
dropped.
Boulevard.
There's no. Where? Where's the
164
location at?
at
Where's the
Ralph
location at?
Abernathy Boulevard. Listen,
How can
Type the location. Let your
164.
balls drop. Quit being dickless.
Like that
How can
makes
my
no
balls
sense.
drop if
Then
I'm
I have no
dickless?
balls.
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one's dickless.
Whoa, I don't know how we got on
Then I
this.
have no balls.
My dick and balls are attached. I say
Whoa, I don't know how
Minnesota,
we got on
five
this,
hours
guys,
from the
man.
Canada
We've been
border.
getting these dudes.
Yeah, and ICE is
man.
really at my
This
front
is
and
really
back door,
the
but
Trump
you just a
treatment
bitch like
center.
that.
Why we been getting these dudes,
I know,
man?
man.
This is
I've
really the
never
Trump
been tough.
treatment center.
You just a bitch hoe, bro. You just a
I
dick.
know, man.
I
I've
know
never been
that's.
tough.
I know.
Hey,
I know it's what. I'm sorry, Josh.
I don't even
I'm sorry,
know.
yo.
I know it's
It
what.
ain't
I'm
no
sorry,
story.
Josh. Sorry, yo. I am so. It ain't no story.
I'm just
Man,
like,
I don't know.
what the hell just happened?
But look at his picture, though. Look at his
Man,
picture.
I don't know.
You see his picture? Maybe that.
No, I
just.
just-
I
Look
think all the lights are home. You know what I'm saying? All the lights are
Maybe
home.
that exceeds. I think
I know
all
5
the
minutes.
lights are home, but no, you
I'm
know what I'm
sorry,
saying? All the lights are home, but no
But we
lights
get
home.
into. I just.
I know
Go
5
ahead,
minutes is too long. I'm sorry. Go ahead, B. But
No, I'm just
Just
no.
like-
I just think
go ahead,
that one thing about spending power. I mean, we may have all that as a people, you know what I'm saying, but I think it could be very, very, very misleading. You know what I'm saying? Because when it
Don't
comes
say
to
that.
spending power, that just when it comes to
No, I'm saying
spending power,
that.
that doesn't mean that all of a sudden, as a people, we just have it like that. You know what I'm saying? Wealth is not measured by spending power. I mean, you can spend, you can do all that, but overall, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that. It's an illusion. Because if they keep talking about circulating the black dollar within the black community, it keeps everybody broke, and it keeps the elite class or the elite blacks in the same position. There's no growth. So I'm saying, so I don't know, man. I think it's about that time that we start really. I think it's about that time that we start really looking at it critically, instead of just assuming because together our spending power is $2 trillion. I think we need to really, really critically look at it and really examine it and see if this is really true. And based on the things I've read and what I've looked into, there's arguments against it, proving it wrong.
That's just saying that we have.
Do you think that I
capability
kind of agree with
of
both of y'all?
having
Because it
power,
seems
but
like
we
Jess
just
is saying that we have this
united and
capability
wielded it properly.
of
You know what I'm saying?
having
Like
power, but we just
Fort,
haven't
Montgomery
united
Fort,
and
remember
wielded
how
it
was so
properly. You know what I'm saying?
effective,
Like
but it took a while.
Montgomery boycott. Remember how it was so effective, but it took a while. So I don't think it's gonna happen. But I get what Josh is saying. If we harness kind of our spending power, then it becomes effective. Because if we stop buying Nikes, what Nike's gonna control any other? So I kind of understand what both of y'all are saying, but we don't control any other companies. So I understand what you're saying too. So it seems like both of y'all right.
Yeah, no.
I ain't got no problem with the brother at all. You know what I'm saying? I understand he got his misunderstanding. You feel me? I just think that one thing about I would say this.
Though. We want that.
Yeah, but I think
in the middle lies the truth.
Yeah, but I think also when it comes to black capitalism, I think black capitalism is an enemy of blacks. It's an enemy of black workers. It's an enemy. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't work. I don't think me personally, it just doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Because capitalism is based on the exploit. Somebody has to be exploited for a few to gain. It's based on profit. You know what I'm saying? So overall, man, it just doesn't, to me personally, it just doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think when it comes to our people, especially our people, we think that wealth and being rich is going to be liberation. That is not liberation.
What do you want to do?
No one has ever become liberated by having wealth. No, that's not liberation. No.
Exactly. But it's that wealth that got him in that position, though. It's even the status.
When it comes to Trump, look, man,
that position, though.
Yeah, but like I said, but look, he may have that liberation, but it's not liberation for the whole. It's just for the few. People have to be left out in order for him to gain, for a capitalist to gain. It's based on profit. You got to have profit.
Yeah, well, you know,
exactly. The more profit you make, you know what I'm saying? The more profit you make, the more that more people lose out. I've never heard of a business. I never heard of a person who owns a business talk about. I just want to make just enough. No, you want to. It's based on competition. You want to continuously make profit.
That helps the employees.
There are some companies who reinvest and give stocks of that company to their employees. So you don't think that helps the employees?
That's how you win.
No, and I have no issue with that. But I'm talking about overall. You may have some companies that do that, but at the end of the day, But at the end of the day, man, when it comes to the working class, you know what I'm saying? The working class are the ones who gets the short end of the stick. That's just pretty much what it is.
Discussion, though. I just want to thank you. This is a great discussion.
He's ready. Look, he like.
Josh is up next. Be very.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. He going. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, he just anxious. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and like I said, man, I understand that there are ways that it can work, but overall, most of us just are disadvantaged. We don't get the opportunity.
You ain't got 5 minutes either.
I'm pissed because, first of all, Kumo D over here wanted to talk about nothing as he put a goddamn chain on to tell me about nothing, right? So why should I help you niggas? No, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So anyway, what I will say though, because BA and I was having a really good conversation, but I was saying the same thing. If the infrastructure is there, you still need consumers. That's what I was saying about the power of black dollar. Like the power of the black dollar, right? And that the fact that it does spend. That's the issue. It does spend everywhere, all the time, across the world. Now, I will meet you halfway and say that the unification of understanding where we should place those funds is a problem. You know what I mean? It does happen in certain places in history, right? With the Black Power movement, with a lot of different movements that we've had, with the boycotting of Target, with the boycotting of different areas and watching their stocks plummet because they realized the power of the black dollar, just like the power of the black vote. Nobody highlighted anything about voting until Barack Obama in his first term, and there was people in droves that were, by the way, black, and right? And they was like, oh no, now you need an ID. Now you need to be a registered citizen. All the immigration came because of the power of the black dollar. The effect of us is what drives America across the board. Education, healthcare, finances, studies. What is a good ointment to use on your back because you have psoriasis? They tested it on a nigga, right? So stop playing like we're not the backbone. I will agree. But if you have all this infrastructure, if you had $1 billion right now, and I'm so glad I still have 3 minutes left. If you had $1 billion right now and you made a whole corporation and ain't no niggas in there, you're broke. You're broke, sir. Stop thinking from the top down and think from the bottom up. It's so weird. And then, because Fat Albert over here really pissed me off. He really pisses me off. Quite serious. Why should I help niggas like you? Nigga, I got $3,000 worth of lights on the goddamn wall. Who are you helping, sir? I don't need your help for shit. And then you want to get all zesty with conscience. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on, sir? He said, I'm taking, but I'm not. We was talking about finances and economics. This nigga booted and tooted. What are you talking about? This is the internet. It's not real. Give me your address. Why? That's weird.
Josh. We appreciate it. Please come back, man.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I just didn't make any sense.
Oh, I'm glad I got to give him a
I just can't even breathe right now. Like, what is really going on?
He look like
oh my gosh, my side stitches. Oh my goodness, Josh.
Is a little
wow.
He's from Florida. Rapper's name. He's singing when he be rapping.
Be singing when he be rapping.
He kind of chubby.
Rapper's name.
He always be singing about his girl leaving.
Maybe I don't know. It's a lot of rappers who be singing when they be rapping.
Rod Wave? Don't he look like Rod Wave?
He be singing about his girl leaving him and shit.
Rod
like
Wave?
Is it? That's him.
Is that Rod Wave? Don't he look like Rod Wave?
Maybe, I don't know. Look, we gonna have to look it up. But yeah, to his point, and to the point BA was making, yeah, for sure. Both of you are right, and again, I think you're just speaking from two different parts in the structure right now. We're speaking from where we are, and you're speaking from where we want to be, BA, and nothing's wrong with that. But I think when we go to that aspect of ownership in the Black community, for me, what that looks like is ownership of resources, ownership of healthcare resources, ownership of, that's how we get, oh Lord, that is how we get the power back that we need. Mute you. That's how we get, I think, the control that we need. But even within that structure of capitalism, you still have frameworks that could work in a more socialistic manner where people are not necessarily exploiting everyone to the gain of just the upper elites or the 1%, and giving back and, you know, recirculating that wealth that is gained within the community. And that's a structure that we could mirror in other nations have done it within our community, but we have to be on the same page about doing that. And we also have to remove some of the guardrails that are already in place in policy and legislation that are hindering that. And that's where the vote comes in at the biggest part. That's the biggest factor of that. That's how we do that. But we don't do that by sitting at home. We don't do that by sitting on the couch. We don't do that by not participating or understanding what our Constitution says or what we're voting on. That's not how we do that. So yeah, this guy's got me all in a tizzy. Josh, it's always a pleasure, a joy, an honor. I cannot. Let's tap. And Con, you can swap me.
Well, guys, I'm white, so I don't really have a comment on that. Joshua, you're hilarious. John, I'm in Atlanta too. I think everybody knows home ownership is like the largest generator of intergenerational wealth. But other than that, I think B's right about being creative and investing in markets and areas that are going to be sort of the future. But I'm going to hop off here because I can't speak anymore.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
You can drop me.
Okay. You want me to drop you?
Okay. I appreciate you
get
coming
you for show.
Get you a hot
No, you can drop me.
Right.
Okay. I appreciate you coming up and get you a hot toddy. You know what that is, right?
All right. I'm gonna
I'm in Georgia. I'm in
All right. I'm gonna wrap it up and then drop you. Appreciate you.
Runaway slave, you will.
Runaway slave, you will.
Yeah, because I just got lost. My man, up top right with X. I don't know your name. When he was asking you where you were from, I mean, when you started saying stuff like, you don't want to give anybody, like, who asked you for anything, first of all? Or you trying to refer to reparations or something like that? Because you kind of lost me in your whole argument. I mean, I don't understand what you mean.
Or you mean the dude Bear?
I mean, the Barry guy, one who got his face on camera live right now.
Man.
Are you an immigrant? I mean, so I'm saying, who was asking you for anything is what I'm asking. Who asked you for, I missed some part of the conversation, I guess. Because nobody asked you for nothing.
He can't speak while on Showtime.
Can you let him speak? I want to hear his response to me. He
can't speak while on Showtime.
He can't? Okay. All right, I don't know. Yeah, so we lost the conversation at this point, but I'm saying I agree with what he's saying. Spending power is not actual power. Just buying shit don't make us more powerful than anybody else because anybody can do that.
Yeah, that's.
But black people do got to. You got a power in the dollar, but it's about how you use it. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah, that's
even boycotting Target. Target didn't close down; it's still open. So I don't know when it comes to that kind of thing. The spending power is not. It don't translate into real actual power, though. That's what I'm saying.
But it ain't go. I don't think. Like when you boycott something, it's gonna take a while. It ain't gonna think if they had a year boycott of Target.
That's true too. But then, like my man was saying earlier, like they was saying, it's not just about. I don't agree with this. The world being a capitalist, because the thing about it, like somebody has to be, somebody got to be taken advantage of for capitalism to actually work. You can have a form of socialist capitalist, that type of thing, where everybody, money's not going nowhere. So there's got to be a better way to do it. It's got to be a better way for capital to be gained. It's a better way to distribute wealth. It can't be the way it is right now. It's totally uneven.
Taxes and stuff.
And you could think because we kind of got like a mixed society where some of our, taxes and stuff pay for benefits. I mean, things that I think we should do more of.
The country is not totally a capitalist country. It's a socialist capitalist country in a way. But I mean, there's things we can do to actually make it won't be total capitalism, but it won't be total socialism either. There's a way this thing could be working and where the thing could be evened out, but it's not. It's not. It's basically white supremacy. Racism is one of the reasons. That's why you're not coming from. We're not dealing with stuff on an even level. That's what I'm saying. And capitalism alone is not the way out of anything. And the black person saying we got capitalism, that don't mean. But there's a lot of rich black people right now, but that don't mean like the power dynamic hasn't moved.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna invest.
It's still the same thing.
Do you think they focus in their money though? Like, because think if they're like, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna invest $100 million for the next 10 years every year into the black business. We're gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? And then those black, then our black people will be able to, you know what I'm saying, access those funds.
I just think
we're gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying, and not charge them a crazy rate. It will cut. You don't think that would help us? I just think we haven't unified like that.
That's right. Because black people with money they're not thinking of being the next new McDonald's, the next Walmart. They're investing in Walmart. They put their stock in them, but they're not think of doing things themselves. All these stores, all these places we have now start up from regular white folks. Regular white folks and all these corporations we have right now. With just regular white people in the companies this group.
You know what I'm saying? You got.
But I think that's kind of our problem. We got like a track meet mentality where it's a marathon. You know what I'm saying? You got to. I mean, it's gonna be the long call, but we want it instantly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I mean, I know, but.
And there's money in these businesses right now, but people gonna always eat. There's no black millionaire trying to open up no supermarket. People gonna always need washing machines. This is simple things that.
You know what's crazy? Like I'm from Ohio, and they built like our city on the west side specifically where I was living. We were complaining about grocery stores, so a black man brought in a grocery store, and he brought like a chain that was kind of known around the city. But people didn't like the prices, and within 2 years he had to shut it down. We would complain about that. We just didn't support him long enough, like because he had, he was working with a limited amount of money and stuff like that, so he had to charge a little bit higher than the other stores did.
Right. But then on top of that,
I get what you're saying.
It's only like 4 distributors. It's only like 4 food distributors in the whole country. I'm just saying that as an example, but it's only like really 4 food distributors.
I get what you're saying, though. Yeah,
they got that whole thing locked on themselves also. So. No, capitalism is one way, but I'm saying capitalism ain't the only total way for black people to have to they ain't the end all be all.
Just let me know. Just say wrap it up.
Tell you don't need the whole 5 minutes, do you? Because people get mad at me about just let me know. Just say wrap it up when you're.
I don't know where we at.
Shit, we can wrap it up right goddamn now.
right, Todd, I appreciate you, man. Say, I don't know where we
All
at.
right, we gonna end showtime.
We are talking about so much, man. Shit, let's just continue as a group, as a whole. Okay.
All right, we gonna end showtime. Hopefully, we can be civil.
Yeah.
I think.
Hold on, real quick,
Hey,
Con, real quick. Let me just say this. Bear, don't be talking too much about coming to Atlanta because we'll pull up too, baby. We don't care who you got.
Oh my God!
So,
hey,
please
Josh,
do
that.
hey, brother
Because
Joshua,
we
you
have
know
nothing else better to do.
Hey,
I
brother
have
Joshua,
nothing else better to do than being nightmare, but you're right.
Hold on, we
about
might got him
food
civil, Josh.
companies
Hold on, we might
holding
got him
down
civil for a
America.
little.
The only
That
person
is
wrong here
definitely-
is you.
That's
Right,
definitely
so-
true. They have had that
we
lockdown
might got
for
him
too
civil,
fucking
Josh. Hold on,
long.
we might got him civil for a little bit.
You have a point. They have had that lockdown too fucking far, and anybody that's came and sit there and to that company has made it better and not sit there and reformulate it. Where somebody in the chat saying reforming and it doesn't work too. That is true. I probably overstepped on a few things, but at the same time, I have my own business. We give jobs. We give $40 hour jobs. So you have to ask Queenie and Mammy. I just sit there and select the person they talk to you, and they see if they want to hire you.
Be nice, Josh. Be nice.
So you're a recruiter.
Hold on.
That's if I want to be.
Or a
Bear, I
staffer.
have a question.
Be nice,
right?
Josh.
I'm not.
I'm being nice. I promise you. The Showtime calmed me down, because I had no choice.
No,
Bear,
I got to hear it.
for real, I have a question. For real. So if you're selling a product, whether it be schmugs, whether it be shampoos, whether it be lotion, it doesn't matter because you're dry. So listen. So if you sell a product, right, and all of your clientele is black, right, and then they stop buying from you,
that's true.
You're going to be out of money. So if immigrants come to buy it at half the price,
oh yeah, you're definitely.
You're going to sell it at half the price because you haven't overstocked.
Or lower.
That's what I'm saying. The power of the black dollar is important, and the importance of understanding immigrants in a capitalistic society. Right, that is America. We're the last remaining superpower, and we have the highest spending per capita. Period across the board.
We're at poverty.
I'm not talking about poverty. I'm talking about industry. We're talking about the power of the black dollar. But all jokes aside, for real.
But the thing right now, what Trump is doing is a facade because these people, like you're sitting there, you're saying, okay, we live in a capitalist society right now. So do you really believe that
we always have?
Hold on. Do you really believe that they really want 20 or 30 million people removed from a capitalist society? All of these people buy shit. All those people who they put out of the country, they go to Walmart, they buy food, they buy clothes, they buy appliances for their house. Do you really believe these people right now? They do not. It's a false.
Yes,
it's a lie,
I am. I'm saying the reason why, and I'll meet you halfway. I will say that there is more spending power if there is more people automatically because people need to pay for necessities. I will give you that. However, the racism, the misogyny, and the legality. The efficiency of moving them out. That narrative looks good for this administration, right? I will say that. I'll meet you halfway with that, right? But at the same time, the power of the black dollar. And I mean the black dollar, like the poor, the lower middle class, like they spend at a higher rate than anybody who's rich anywhere.
Yeah, we buy more things.
Yeah, we buy more crap, which is why the infrastructure, and we buy it at a higher propensity than anybody else.
Banks call us.
I know niggas that's waiting for coach purses. Meanwhile, China's making them, and then when they come to you, you pay an exorbitant price because you want your girl to look good when y'all go to a dive bar.
This is what the black dollar be doing. This is what my black dollar be doing. They be calling Queenie and sitting there telling us to come talk to a bank manager or the bank CEO of a bank, right? For them to come get them out their bind that they're in. You're completely right on that, how they came running to us first. Nobody else, us first, because, man.
You get it now, honey?
That should hurt. That shit.
Well, and then you also got to think about it too, the opposite side. Right. You also got to think about, we just had to come to Jesus.
Now you're a conscious moron.
Right. And so think about it on the opposite side too, though, Bear. They get paid off of taxing our labor, taxing our checks. So they also want us working
and
as
I
well.
up your interest rate of people I get mad at, and I sit there and all their money they have in the bank account quickly.
Oh, I love that. So interest rates are based on credit, which is a terrible system in and of itself. Because if we have the highest spending power, why do we not have credit? Because credit is based on, and hear me now,
that's the banks that do
behavior.
that. That's
It's
the
based on behavior. We have the terrible behavior as a group. And the immigrants are making.
Because what was
I was always taught to hurt your pocket.
Hold on, because I'm at 8:15.
Well, what was credit? What was credit created off of, though? How did they even establish credit? What was it created off of?
Niggas. I'm
Exactly. We were never gonna have credit.
Exactly.
People with no money.
Remove niggas, you remove America, in my opinion. You know what I mean? That's just
you do.
But do not come up here during this good old smooth February and say that the black spending power has no value, or that it's not valuable in comparison to other sub-people groups. Because if you come out with a shoe and you if you find five niggas gonna find five other niggas to get your shoe. And if you start tripping and sleeping around on your wife based on their morals, your sales go down. That's what happens. It's economics. America is about money.
He just sit there and brought that shit up the fucking bank because look at this. Here's the roads out here.
Did you draw a stiletto?
Yeah, this shit's gonna sell, bro.
Hold on, let's see.
Okay, baby.
Let's see that.
All right, that's a choice.
All right.
So listen,
this is the main thing I got out of college with. That's the main thing I got out of college with.
Yeah, make it on
shit.
put on the big
Put it
screen,
on
babe,
this
so the
screen,
chat can see. Ladies in the chat.
So what you customize and strip?
I could do lingerie to all the way up to underwear to us males and female and the females.
Okay. Now let me just ask you this, and this is not a slight or a challenge. This is just, constructive criticism. How do we think that people are going to be spending on things like that are kind of novelty when they're struggling to maintain normal things like rent and food and health and stuff like that?
I understand your question. This is something that I'm slowly don't want to bring out. Everything we do are making our money out on. Even if this shit don't blow up, I don't think it's gonna hurt me at all, miss.
No. Well, I'll hear that, but I'm just gonna say, I think once you turn around and make profit off of that, invested in those industries I'm talking about, like healthcare and things like that, energy, stuff like that, things that'll kind of bring you back money because people are always gonna need those.
I'm not doing healthcare. There's too many ungrateful people in that era. I don't want to do it.
There's nobody ungrateful about receiving healthcare if they had a heart attack.
Okay, what I mean by ungrateful is, and I was taught to sit there when doing things, I'm not supposed to sit there and say, hey, I did that. I'm just supposed to let it be.
Okay, I'm not saying do philanthropy. I'm still speaking on the capitalistic model because this is what they do. When we're making like, okay, yeah. So even when I'm making like a brand that's like a makeup brand or like a shoe brand, a clothing brand, items that people spend on for novelty, for vanity, for things like that. Those are things that will be cut first when they need necessities like eating, home, and transportation. So what people do in these markets with the vanity commodities is they turn around and invest the money they make off that market into the markets that are essential. And they make that money turns around and makes profit there. It's always. I'm
doing it because it's funny. It's in my head. I want to see it come out.
I got you. Yeah,
if I make money from it, I suggest I was going to make money from it. But if I do it not, like I said earlier, I really don't care. I don't think it's going to hurt me.
Capitalism states that I have a corporation that provides a product and requires people to buy it in order to make money. Yeah. This started the Civil War, my nigga.
Exactly.
Right? It started the whole Civil War. Abraham Lincoln said himself that if he could have capitalism in the North and keep slavery in the South, that he would. It had nothing to do about niggas being free.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
It had everything to do with...
it was more so about competition. You know
Correct, because capitalism requires competition in order to be safe. Just like what Alexis was saying, if I make a product, and then there may be another company that make the same product because it didn't have a patent, and then make it cheaper, and then that company becomes more successful than the original owner. The only thing that the white man has ever invented successfully is the patent office, right?
No, the bill. That's what the only thing the white man says.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just not going to take anything you say. It's valuable. So listen, I'm just playing with it. I'm sorry. I'm just like this. I have intrusive thoughts, and they just happen.
Yeah.
I do. I just speak. I speak first and think later.
Hey, you funny, bro.
Wait till he drinks, y'all. It gets even better.
It does. It really is, especially if I'm drunk.
It is so much better when he's drinking.
Yeah, it's.
I could just imagine.
Listen, because I'm about to go to the store right now. So because it's Super Bowl Sunday, man.
I know. I'm getting my margaritas ready. I got my translator on the phone.
So that's what the kids do. But sincerely, though, it's important, Mr. Bismarcky. It's important that you understand. It's important that you understand that where the colors were hidden, where the lies are. Because as Black Americans, whether you're a foundational Black American or whether you're African American, what matters is in a capitalistic society is where the lies are. If you deny the spending power and you deny the education system, you're lost. Because your children are suffering and you're suffering at home. If you deny the idea of the capitalist society, what money looks like on all fronts, you're struggling. And you come in with these white team talking points, talk about you niggas ain't shit, your money ain't going nowhere. You can't have that. You can't have that mentality.
Y'all are ungrateful.
We have hustlers. We have hustlers that have made.
I can't have kids. I don't care.
I'm sorry?
No. I have 12% chance.
Okay, so but you still need a market.
I'm sorry, what?
Kids
No, I don't need you in my market.
Hold on, who is gonna buy your stilettos if it's not young Black girls?
People that can afford it.
Hey, listen. Hey, this is smooth. This is chill.
He just said people are not gonna be able to afford it, so it's gonna stay on that paper.
For real? You just entertained the bullshit.
Oh, wow. Because I'm trying to figure out how these shoes are gonna make it off the paper. If people can't afford
I
it,
don't want you to buy it. I don't want you to buy it. I don't want you to.
Get to O.J. Simpson and Barack Obama.
You don't want me. Hold on. Listen to this. He doesn't want me to think I'll be able to afford it.
I don't care about that. I don't care about that.
So you want it to sit? Hold on.
Look,
There's some market research right now. You want it to sit on the shelf? Let me ask you this.
I don't care. I don't care what you do, miss. You're not
okay. I'm just asking you, sir. I'm your customer. I'm walking in the store.
Cool.
Your shoes on the
I'm still
shelf.
gonna bring it out if it sells or not.
Your shoes on the shelf. You want me not to be
able to
afford it.
Actually, I don't care really.
So you don't care if I can afford it or not. So then why are you making it and put it on the shelf?
Because I was telling you something I was doing on a hobby for my fun.
So this is a hobby. So then you need a museum.
I literally told him.
He had a dream of making
Woman, are you man enough not to hear anybody else but yourself?
No, I can actually hear better when you're on mute.
Lady.
I can actually hear better when you're on mute.
Anyways, didn't I not sit there and say I could care less if it sits there sells or not?
We're not talking about your terrible drawing of your stiletto. We're talking about
we're talking
the
about
fact
the
that
terrible
if you want to market it out
about world and life.
If you want to market it out and she's your demographic, whether the shoes are $1,000 or they're $100 or they're $10, it's a capitalistic society, and you want to market to everybody because you want to make money off of your dreams. This is the American dream.
No, Josh, give me the opportunity to be anti-Black because this is the biggest grief I got with y'all. Y'all want to start a business, and then you want to turn around and tell Black people, "Oh, I don't want you. You're not good enough for my stuff."
Well, if you was going to start a business, it's going to need a better drawing.
You really, hey.
But then you want to be honored as Black founded, Black owned, and then want to turn around to the Black community not supporting.
You can send
on this subject. I'm doing this because I have nothing else to spend my dollar on. Because lately,
you've been spending it a lot.
What's this wrong?
Chill.
So you're spending on pencils and paper.
I mean, I enjoy what I spend it on. That's like alcohol and food I put in my body.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me what I spend my dollar on, man.
Josh, let's abandon this topic, please. Let's get
it's not going to help you at all.
Hey,
my
man.
Sounds more like a museum.
No. But for real, Rick Ross, listen. I want
Rick
to tell
Ross, boy, shut the fuck up with the fucking comments.
Pears. You like pears? You like pears?
But
Bitch,
listen,
I don't
for real,
like people
if you're
like
going to make
you,
a product,
that's the thing I don't like.
yes, but the privilege of being an American is saying that you do not care. That's the privilege of being an American.
Yeah,
Not acknowledging, like, if when you apply your dreams, mine was art. I auditioned for Disney 1,000
His
times
is
over.
art, Josh. His dreams are art. They're art. They're not being a
It's in
business
our
owner.
arts. We
It's
tell
art.
the story. That's in the bloodline. It's in the
art.
genes. It's in your stiletto.
So make a museum.
We are a member
Buddy,
of every
I'm
single
not a
artistic
we.
part of
You're
society.
not a me.
It
I
is
don't even
unfair because your feelings
sit
are
at my
hurt
table or
to
eat at a
say that
restaurant.
you
I
do
eat at.
not care.
How could you be a part of me? Like, a lot of y'all don't even think like me, so how could I be a part of you?
Oh, you're a tether. I just can't.
How am I a tether?
Because
Hey,
you're
this is
attaching
the
yourself to a
truth.
mentality and saying that you do not
I'm
care
supposed to
about it.
agree with you because you're my color? That's just crazy.
Where's your family from, though, bro?
No, but I'm not saying you have to. Hold on. I'm not saying you have to agree with me because you're my color. I do think there should be a bottom line of understanding because we are the same color. There should be a bottom line of
I don't think
understanding.
so.
And if
I
you
don't
don't want to
think so.
have it, welcome to America. Right? That's
I don't
cool.
think so.
You don't
Okay,
have
so
to
wait
have
a
it.
minute,
You
wait a
can
minute.
opt out. You
He
ain't the
doesn't.
terrible stiletto.
Josh, wait a minute. I'm
My
confused.
sisters wouldn't allow me to
You
do that.
don't
My
want to
sisters are
listen
Marines.
to people from
My
your
sisters are Marines,
community.
and my sisters wouldn't allow me to do that.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
that's
you don't want to
horrible.
listen to people
Your
from your
sisters
community.
wouldn't allow you.
My community. How you
Conscious?
part of my
How
community?
much is it to drop it right?
Okay,
Listen,
okay,
Josh
okay,
rocked the
okay.
fuck-
So
Josh
let me.
rocked the fuck out of some
How you
blue
part of my
I'm
community?
just gonna be a little anti-black because to them, our community is anybody who look like you or a little tad bit tanner than they are. So that's our community per their definition.
Oh, so I'm
You
just supposed to
like
accept
it or you
at all.
don't.
And I'm
Whether
just
you like
supposed to
it or you
accept
don't.
that,
at all.
So what I'm
just supposed to
asking
accept
you,
that, right?
what I'm asking you is
No,
you
I'm just
instead of
supposed to
taking,
accept that, right?
you're
Right?
gonna have to. I don't really think
No,
you have
I'm
a
not gonna
choice.
have to do it.
Listen,
I'm
we can give
sorry.
you the information,
You're
but we
very
can't
I'm sorry. So
understand
what
it.
did you mark in your driver's license when you went to get it? What did you mark for your race in your driver's
Yeah,
license?
hopefully, what
I didn't. I didn't. I don't
You
have one.
didn't. It
I don't
doesn't
have
have what
one.
color you're on there.
Okay.
No.
I mean,
Since
I'm
you're trolling
just
this,
irritating you now and trolling you.
I think you
I
are.
don't want to give you no
You are.
answer.
Yeah, and we're gonna
I
move
don't
on
care. I
because
don't
your
care about
stilettos
any
are
answers
obviously
now.
a hobby that needs to
I
be
don't care about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alexis
My
rocked the fuck out of some blue
Conscious,
bottoms.
conscious, my
Stop.
nigga feelings is hurt.
let that go, man. Come on, see.
That nigga
Because
paid.
Conscious turned him down, Josh.
You
That
know
was
my
the
MAGA
problem.
enemies
Conscious
go.
That
turned him
nigga-
down, and now he mad.
Okay.
Now he mad.
You know that's
I'm taking.
Look,
How
check
would
it
I
right
be
here. He
mad?
done clipped it already.
Just
That's
No.
retarded. That nigga for
Hold on,
saying.
hold on.
See,
He
you the
just
type
said
of
he
people
wasn't
to say
tight. He
anything.
said he wasn't
You the
tight,
type of
and he
people
got
just to
upset
say
about it.
anything because you call your feelings back. son.
Okay, hold on, because you got
Let's
Conscious.
get fit in there real quick, y'all.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got Finney and
And
Trucker.
truckers.
Your
Yeah.
feelings are
So
facts,
what we were
man.
talking about before this zestiness
Yeah,
moment.
that's horrible. That's
What we were
horrible
talking
you
about
feel
before
like
was
that.
the power of the black
Hold on a
dollar
second.
and the economic power that African Americans have in a capitalistic society. That's what we were talking about originally. Well, when I came in, at least. I don't know what that was before that.
So it sounds like
Hallelujah! Look at God.
so it sounds like we're just trying to find the importance of utilizing the capitalistic structure that we have here in the United States government to our advantage. That's what it sounds like, right? Okay, cool. So in order for you to make sure that and this is just for anybody, if you want Joshua to wear your blue bottom Louboutins, in order for you to even get to that kind of market, you need to be able to not only provide it through cultural norms, but you also need to be able to make sure that you can put people that are in the actual culture within the job itself. So instead of just manufacturing it off into China and having it shipped over here, why not put Black Americans into that job itself, be it something as low as actually making the shoes to even going to the top, to the administrator, to the board, to the CEO, to every single aspect of that position. That's the most important thing that you want to do when you're trying to make sure that the Black-owned business is sticking to strictly Black-owned. In order for you to even also make sure that you want it to be American-made, you got to make sure that it stays within America specifically. If you have to import things from a different country to make your blue bottom Louboutins, absolutely do so. That's something that you can partnership with when it comes to different countries. But in order for you to make sure that it's Black owned specific, you have to use every single aspect of that business to be Black owned, without question. And Joshua rocked the fuck out of some blue bottoms. I'm telling you that right now. Them high heels will be looking man nice. Absolutely. I see my husband. Absolutely.
He's down every time. but sincerely though, because the proposition was no power in the black dollar, and to me it was twofold. One, Finney, is that yes, we do per capita. The black dollar goes farther than every other dollar in America. The second thing was there was no unification or unity understanding of how it is that those black dollars can be concise to get a desired result from said government, right? In a capitalist society. So yeah, and then he used his shoe moment and Alexis was going in about a shoe moment about how you still need a consumer, right? Because BA was talking about infrastructure and about opening businesses and whatnot. And I was like, but you still need a consumer. Otherwise, you just have an overstock of product that you got from a different country that nobody is buying and you can't turn a profit.
Absolutely. And actually, here's what's even really funny about this whole situation too. When you talk about something just as simple as an artist making their music and pushing it out to the public, what you notice is, yes, you do get a lot of, young white kids that are listening to somebody like Lil Wayne or Chief Keef or whatever to make the music they're making to. Now imagine that, but on a macro level when it comes to just infrastructure and fashion. If you did something like that, if you start to promote and show the beauty of the Black culture in that specific environment, not only will your business just blow up to millions upon millions of dollars, you're also going to get billionaires looking at your business and saying, we can utilize this for our markets and help build their markets while building your own. That's the most important thing to notice, is that you get multiple aspects going through every single portion of it. And plus, just to ask a question specifically, if the black dollar was not as important as people are saying that it was, why would they then destroy things like the Black Wall Street? Why would they do that? I'm serious.
Exactly.
Because if the black dollar was not as powerful as it could be or as it will be, then they wouldn't destroy those kind of infrastructures to make their businesses thrive.
Right.
It wouldn't be possible.
The answer is because you have to delegitimize the black dollar and spoil the mindset. So that way, you keep spending and not knowing why. You have priorities that need to be readjusted, but you're still spending them in a capitalistic society. So taking away those infrastructures or those museums or the importance of the history and stealing the value, right? Stealing the value, then you will spend it regardless. But it is still a necessary evil in order for the capitalistic society to maintain itself.
Yeah, Justice didn't give a good point earlier when I agreed to it, talking about how they come to us first to then get banks out the way of the jeopardy that they be in. That's why I was like, oh shit, I'm very stupid when it comes to that, because that actually makes sense, and then they'd be ultra fucking nice in our face about bullshit and I swear it's just kissing my ass on a whole new level.
Quite literally. And the problem is that on a small scale, like Finney was saying, on a micro level, he used that term, he wasn't saying, but he used that term on a micro level, right? Yeah. People that sell schmugs understand this. The problem is that A, it's illegal, right? And B, is that the hustle mentality is dangerous because it is legal, right? But at the same time, the economics work the same. If I have a product that I am selling and that product has you hooked, I'm making funds. I can rely on your phone call at noon or at 4 o'clock in the morning. 100% of the time. They understand this. I need a supplier. I need to redistribute this as quick as I can. Or if I need to whip 5 out of 6 in order to make some shit shake. You see what I'm saying? We understand the power of the black dollar at the cost of ourselves 1,000 times over. But on a corporate scale, it just seems like y'all are pandering.
Too, because of that industry, though, they're making their own customer because they're dealing something that has an addictive quality to it. Again, what I was trying to paint to you, Bear, is when you're in the market that you would go in, say when we got ready to sell your shoes, you were not able to make your customer. You have to attract a customer. You have to provide for a customer base.
Exactly.
And that's the part that I was trying to get you to kind of see.
The creativity was going to sell itself. That's why I said I didn't care.
That is
that's why.
That's why.
Well, hold on.
Creativity never sells itself.
Here's the issue with just creativity.
It's not a mass market. It does on a small scale, but not in the mass market.
Here's the difference between creativity and marketing. So if you're creative, right, you're gonna make the most beautiful pieces. Like let's say Vincent Van Gogh is in our modern day.
Oh
right
yeah, I'm not.
So,
I don't care about this. Like I said, I really didn't care about.
And you came back.
But y'all also
it's
brought up a
important.
situation
It's
that I
important.
really
You
don't
do
care
care. You wouldn't have been here this long if you didn't care, baby. Stop saying
Here's why. I
I'll
can
show
explain
you.
why
I really
it's
don't
important.
care. I'll just leave. How about that?
No,
I just want to tell you why
but
it's
the more
important.
information you have, the more successful you'll be. Period, across the board.
Absolutely, because the importance is if let's take Vincent Van Gogh, let's put him in 2025 or 2026, right? Vincent Van Gogh makes beautiful art pieces out of his pain and out of his suffering, right? But because we have such an oversaturated market of art, his pieces won't be as shown as much as they were back in the day, right? So he has to be able to market his pain and his suffering the correct way to show how important his pieces are. It's the same thing when making shoes. It's the same thing when making a TikTok video. It's the same thing with just selling a loaf of bread.
I'll be back.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
It's something as simple as just selling a loaf of bread. Like in order for you to show how important your pieces and things are, you've got to market it correctly. So you can say, oh yeah, I made some Louboutin style shoes, but they're just blue bottoms instead. They're going to look at that and think of it as a knockoff. But if you said, I'm showing you that you're walking on water, what would you rather buy? I'd rather buy the person that said, I'm walking on fucking water, rather than that, it's Louboutin 2.0.
Yeah. You want your ear tickled. Hey, I'm not going to tickle your ear. You either like it or you want to help me make money off it or you don't.
Okay, wait a minute. You're the same guy that came up and said you don't want to help anyone else. So now you're saying that other people should want to help you.
I don't care. Either
I can show you my
don't.
closet right now with so much creative shit in it that I bought one time and I'm throwing it in the trash as I clean out my closet and make way for my stuff that are actual quality and things that I actually use and benefit from. Creativity does not sell anything, and you want a market that returns.
What's the keyword of that? Bought one time, right? I just need you to buy it one time. I don't need you to continue buying it. I don't care if you buy it.
How can you get them? Wait, but how can you get them to buy it one time?
Can I help this issue that we're talking about? This shoe idea. We should talk about idea I care about, not idea I don't care about.
We are talking about your shoe idea. I can show you shoes that I have bought because they were creative, and I can show you the shoes that I wear because I actually have attachment to them because they are A, quality products, and B, because I trust the company, and C, because the service is what I want. I don't have issues when I need things done for these shoes or what X, Y, and Z. If there was an issue returning it, never had an issue with that. You got people who won't even take their own shit back. How you tell somebody your shit's worth stuff and you won't even take it back?
Here, let me say it like this. I'm not planning on having this come out in stores and then picky who it goes to. How about if I come out like that?
That
no, you don't like that either.
No, it puts
this is
here's the problem.
This is very much the truth, miss.
But here's the thing:
don't
it puts
care
a scarcity.
if I make money on this shoe or not. You're talking about
this is misogyny. You're making shoes for
why?
women. You don't care what a woman says about your product. You're actually shunning it right now. You're saying that you already have in your mind who you think should wear that shoe, and you're not even a woman.
You're not the person that I made the shoe thinking about. I'm sorry.
No. You don't have to make the shoe thinking about me. Actually, you probably should make it for someone that you know and sell it to them. That would be
you sound very mad that I'm not doing things to help your life and make it better for your life.
No, that's not right.
Mad how I'm doing my life, miss.
Baby, there is no way a shoe on your piece of paper that you color with pencil would do anything for my life right now. It has nothing to do with that. We're just talking on the topic.
You seen that
just
shoe,
because
right?
I speak a little firmly with you at times because you like to interrupt doesn't mean that I am attaching any emotions to your piece of paper shoe. I'm so sorry.
I don't care about this issue, miss.
Mr.
I don't. I hope you understand.
And you keep bringing it up when I'm trying to tell you. Can we?
Because you wanted to center yourself again on this topic about this paper shoe.
What's the topic?
A paper shoe.
She's talking about a shoe that I'm probably not going to bring up for a very long ass time.
I think.
It's one of the multiple things I probably
show Jenny your shoe and let's let Rigger ask his question. Go ahead.
I'm not going to show her nothing now.
Hold on, bro. Let him get his question out real quick.
Show her.
The business model, bro.
I'll happily not do that.
Okay,
anyways,
since you're not going to
like I said,
out real quick. Go ahead, bro.
Mr. Fenner, you mentioned Black Wall Street and how they bombed it down as a way to disenfranchise Black Americans from their wealth. Who were the they you referring to?
White people.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, since you feel some type of sympathy about that, and felt like you could bring that up on a black panel with black people, what have you done to help black people refranchise themselves or get institutions for getting their?
He's not white.
Randomly brought him up.
Yeah. Well, first I'm.
Well, you should ask us why we down with Finney.
Right. Plus, I'm not.
I don't know the man.
Maybe
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's not white.
Don't
Ask us why we down with it.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Yeah, because the thing is too, like, I'm not. Yeah, Alexis said it.
I'm just asking, man, because I don't know.
No, I appreciate it.
But I'm saying
That's fine.
My effort, I support his effort. That's why he's here.
Like Finney
I've been on his panel.
Finney fuck with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Effort, I support his effort. That's why he's here.
Obviously,
if his panel.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you got him up here, you know what I'm saying, you rock with him. But I didn't know the man. I just wanted to ask him. He appears
No,
to
you're
be
good.
white.
I appreciate the question because, like, I appreciate the question, of course.
Can I go back to trolling?
I'm just
We trying to get an understanding, bro.
You're good, bro. Yeah. So
I'm trying to get somebody to crash out.
Trust me, I used to. I don't do it anymore. I'm a recovering crash out. So yeah. So I'm brown, I'm mixed, but at the same time too, like, I also help with small organizations like OBC. It's a voting organization that actually helps with making sure that we can get smaller voices that are trying to run for, like, the House and the Senate, in Congress, government, all these other locations, to get their voices out. And there's a lot of people that are part of that community that are actually, or part of that organization that are actually part of the Black community, and even people that we promote that are part of the Black community as well. I want to make sure that not only we get the correct people in office, but I want to make sure that it's the most diverse, most inclusive, most supporting individuals possible. Because if we show America as what America should be, it's America of a mixed melting pot culture. That's what America has always been. So that's why I brought up something like that. Yeah.
America has not always been a mixed nation.
What, sir?
Wait. Whoa.
Go ahead. We're not looking united right now.
You don't got no
That's what's
job
hard
to
on
be
our
at,
flag right
baby.
now.
Well, it's Sunday. Do you go to church? You got a service that's supposed to be starting.
No, I don't celebrate. I don't pray for a man-made God like you, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's perfect. But you do need a new hobby because, baby.
Girl, I can never be
Hold
your
on,
baby.
5 seconds. Draw another picture for us. Go ahead.
What is the background about?
That business model was not a good business model, bro. I'm gonna sell something one time is not a good business model, bro. I'm gonna say that.
I'm showing pictures on
Thank you, Rick.
TikTok. I'm showing
Thank you,
pictures on
Rick.
TikTok. You're doing nothing but begging for coins.
What?
We hadn't begged for a coin yet, actually. but y'all can tap.
You sound like you beg for your coins. I don't beg.
Hold
for
on.
Let me gift the house real quick. I'm gonna see if he begging. You begging, bro?
Sweetheart, I'm a healthcare provider. I actually don't
There you
beg
go,
for
bro.
anything.
Get in the camera. Get in the camera, bro. Let me put your hat on.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah,
Let me get
Jenny.
some power.
Nobody's gonna answer. Is it okay if I ask a question after him?
Yeah, go ahead, Jenny.
So thank you. So I was curious how you guys feel, or if you know, how do you guys feel about the fact that Gates in the aisles with an F. I don't want to get the live flags, but
that sounds sexist. That's a form of racism.
Hold on.
What's a form of racism?
Because don't engage. Disengage.
Yeah, he's just trying to get you to trash this. He wants to trash. So just go.
Okay, so on there it says that Gates was emailing somebody saying prepare for the C-19 in 2015. Did you guys see that? So basically, it's proving that it was all a setup. It was a test.
You saying Matt Gates said that?
Wait, what?
No, Bill Gates said that.
Oh, Bill Gates. Okay.
Yeah, and he also has
wait, it doesn't matter what version. The fact that he was saying prepare for it, I think is kind of messed up.
Well, because there's been multiple iterations of the C. So C-19 is not the only C that exists.
They knew about it.
Bro, I'm sorry I came at you like this. I'm sorry you came at the way you did at me, but I'm out. I think I'm pretty too.
Okay, you have a great day. Go and drink some
try
water.
to do better in life, miss.
Yeah, I will.
I'm sorry.
When you will. Yeah, a good God. Oh my gosh.
I met Rod. He's a nice guy. He
Don't
definitely
ever
put
do
that
that to
on.
Rod Wave, right? That was not him.
I'm sorry.
My brother, I met Rod Wave. He's a great guy.
I'm hollering, y'all. I can't deal with y'all. Y'all
But
got
Jenny, go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, but Jenny, to answer your question, there are multiple versions of the C19 that existed. They named it different things, but it's still a version of the C. This could be a little bit different that you're seeing, but like it's still the same thing.
And Bill Gates is
I'm
involved
confused
in a
as
lot
to
of
how that makes the situation better. The fact that they knew about a version
well, Bill
and said
Gates
that they
is
didn't know.
he's
Well,
invested in a lot of health industry, like in a lot of health research and a lot of epidemiology research is where we do the research on the actual virus and variants themselves. So he's also his foundation's invested in those things. So I think he would have some insider knowledge. I don't know why he's sharing this with E or who he was emailing. What happened?
But he
Tucker?
also stated, I hope we can pull this off.
What, Trucker? What'd you
That's a
say?
complete setup. They did this on purpose.
Well, depending on the context, because I haven't seen this email.
Oh,
but
now y'all want to talk about context?
You should always talk about context when it comes to anything that is a blank statement. If the blank statement basically states that, like, if he's regarding to, I hope we pull this off, meaning like we find a cure, then yes, I hope that we do pull
it was
it
in
off.
the same
But
sentence of talking about the C19.
Well, why
Right,
are we
but
concerned about this when I thought you was about to say that he was in the files themselves. Like, why are we talking about?
I'm concerned because millions of people were unalive during this, and if it was done on purpose, it was wrong.
Wait, hold on, wait.
It was not done on purpose.
So
Yes, it
hold
was.
on,
I feel
don't
like they
just 2
forced that
seconds.
on the nation. They were forcing
How can you
people to do
defend the
it.
fact that he
Just 2 seconds.
said that prepare for it? That means that they did it on purpose.
So the
No.
My job, 'cause
preparation.
I refuse to take that shot.
So what
Well,
does that mean? What does prepare for?
So Jenny, it could preparation could be for anything. It could be preparing to make sure that the country is taken care of when it comes to their vaccines. It could be preparation for these potential lockdowns for the future in 2015. It could be preparation for any of these things. It could be the
That's not what the
that could be
said. You guys
anything.
obviously didn't read it. He said prepare for the pandemic. That's
Right.
what he said.
Prepare for the pandemic.
Okay, so how does he
How do you
know that
prepare-
in 2015?
Hold on.
Wait,
So
let
when
me-
we
let me-
prepare
wait.
for those things, what we do in healthcare is we have to make
Oh my
sure
God,
we
I
have
cannot
enough
believe you guys are justifying this.
Hold on. We
Jenny,
have to make
how?
sure we have enough protective equipment, PPE, masks, gowns, gloves, things like that. We have to make sure we have supply lines that are open. We have to make sure that we have resources from things like truckers who have to
He
obviously
said this in
transport this thing.
2015. Guys.
Okay,
I just
before
said,
that's
Jenny,
what you're not
happened.
understanding.
there are
we
multiple
look at
versions
these
of
variants.
this C.
Hold on, Penny. 1 second. Let me just say this, Jenny. We look at these things like the influenza, like like corona, like it's another one, pneumonia. We look at these things every single year for decades. They study them. We study to try to find what variant may arise right now and how it may impact people. These are not new things. That's how we do know that we're gonna have an influx of these things. People have caught them historically year over year, every single year since we've been alive.
Let me ask you.
Hold on, because I sat
Go
here
ahead.
quiet. So you're telling me him saying, I hope we can pull this off. Is it saying that they're
I don't
up
know
to
what
something?
that's talking about. I don't know what
Exactly,
that's
because
talking
you guys are
about.
defending corrupt people, bro.
We're not defending it. We don't
Yes,
know what the
you
context
are.
is. There's
You're
no,
bringing up
Here,
an
wait. Let
email
me ask a
from
question
the
to Jenny.
e-files and
Hold
talking
on.
about
that you
Alexis.
haven't even read.
You're not even talking about the
Hold on,
e-files
real quick.
themselves.
Jenny, do you ever
Because
prepare?
that's important.
Wait. Jenny, whenever you get a cough or when you ever get a cold or get a sneeze, do you prepare for a flu coming up?
I take vitamins regardless whether I'm going to get the flu or not.
If you think that but if you feel the symptoms of
No,
a
I
flu
don't.
coming up,
No, I don't.
you
No,
don't
I don't.
prepare.
No.
Okay, so what he's potentially could be meaning, and this, it could be the
Exactly.
potential.
Nobody up here has.
No, because we don't know where you're reading this from.
We really don't know
Also,
what you're talking about.
Also, I don't know what the
I know,
context
I
is when
can
it comes
tell.
to this. Yeah, there's a difference between saying, "Hey, I want 17-year-old Russians to come over to my house," and "Hey, we got to prepare for this C19 situation." That's the difference between the two.
Okay, so I'm going to say this last thing because it's obviously obvious that you guys are defending this corruption, but
We're not defending anything.
yes, you are. Let me say this. Okay, you have a man. You have a man, Bill Gates, who has clearly said on a video that he wants to depopulate the country, and then he has an email saying prepare for the pandemic in 2015 when they
Wait, where's the
claimed,
proof that he
hold
wants to
on, when they
depopulate?
claimed that nobody even knew about this because we were like, how did the jab come out so soon? And they said that they didn't know nothing about the pandemic, but yet he's telling people in email to prepare for it and then saying, I hope we can pull this off.
Wait, where's the proof that he said that he wants to depopulate the
I can show you the video. You want me to pull that up? Let me know if you want me to pull the video up because Kamala Harris has said the same thing.
Yes, can you pull it up?
Yeah, no, 1 second. I'll look for it. Hold on.
Let me say this right quick.
Let's let BJ go, y'all. Let's let BJ
Wait,
speak.
no. But the part you're talking, she didn't say. Harris didn't say.
What do you mean? They're all in the file.
Hold on a second.
Every single one of them. And I don't fucking support Trump anymore either.
Y'all, hold on. The host speaking.
I can take accountability and say I'm not going to
Hold
support
on. The host is speaking, y'all. The host.
The speech was about
You
pollution.
talking about when Harris said population, she was misspoken. She was trying to
She
say
misspoke,
pollution.
just like Trump said that he wanted to meet the president of Puerto Rico.
That's not what she said
Trump
though.
ever fixed? He said he wanted to meet
Misspoke,
Puerto
just like
Rico.
But she
Trump
never
said that he
fixed.
wanted
She
to
never
meet the
fixed it
president of Puerto
after.
Rico.
But Trump never.
Could I jump in
clarified.
real
He said he
quick
wanted to meet
to
the Puerto
clarify?
Rican.
She didn't clarify it though after she said it though. She didn't say, oh, I meant to say
Trump
this.
never clarified
Okay,
what he said he
so
wanted to meet the Puerto Rican president.
So
But the other thing
Yeah,
as well,
So when you
I don't support Trump anymore.
I just
so y'all
wanna-
can bring up Trump all you want. I don't
you
give a
gotta
fuck
rock
about
with him.
Trump.
You gotta rock with him.
So listen, when
Y'all
you
can
say,
sit here and say that y'all have
when
y'all
you,
have pedos too on your side.
No, you have no.
can I
You
just
gotta
want
rock
to add
with him.
one
If y'all
thing.
want to rock with pedos too, that's fine. Y'all have pedos on your side too. So
So when they say about the
okay,
about
y'all
the
gotta rock
COVID
with
shit,
pedos
right?
too. Jay, y'all
When
got
they
Jay-Z's
say
back,
about
right?
it,
Yeah, I know y'all got Jay-Z's back.
okay, when they say about when they talk about the pandemic, right? COVID is not a new thing. The new thing is a strain. So this vaccine, sorry, you're right. Sorry.
You got it, White Rose. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so this has been a thing for decades and decades and decades. It was a new strain. They had a vaccine in the works for a very long time. The only thing they had to do was manipulate it to like be able to affect this particular strain. Also,
that's why they was able to make it so fast.
Also, yes, exactly. Also, under Obama, we did have official pandemics as well, but they didn't get out of control because Obama actually is a competent person. So
we prepared.
Finney, is she right?
Playbook or something, didn't he? Didn't he have a playbook?
So yes, so there, so
Finney, is she right?
So yes, so just like with multiple strands of the flu and multiple strands of the common cold, we've had multiple strains of the C. The way that it worked was that we had a lot of issues that happened in the past, but we had people that were in those moments, portions of the government that didn't know what to do, and unfortunately, some individuals in the current administration didn't really know what to do because this is the first time that it hit globally. This is a worldwide issue that came from one side of the continent and traveled over like it was just hopping on a plane and trying to see its sweetheart. Like this was something that was extensive from that side. So to state that Bill Gates was saying some crazy thing about it and predicting the future, it's not true. He was planning for a specific strand that existed in 2015. That specific strand was something that they worked with, and that specific strand was something that they wanted to make sure never happened again. Now, of course, just like with any V, they all mutate, transform, and upgrade. Just like your computer upgrades, it also upgrades. So you have to be careful when you say things like this, Jenny, because I don't want you getting attacked by the misinformation police for thinking that this happened. It is.
Email up, Jenny.
It is.
Let me see the email. Can I see the email?
Go ahead.
Jenny, it is. Let me tell you.
Why is it in the e-files?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Jenny.
Exactly.
What are we talking about?
Jenny, it ain't
What
that
are
deep.
we talking about?
Jenny, it ain't that deep. It ain't
Come on,
that deep.
Josh, where are your Louboutins? I need to see your blue bottoms, please. You want to sell those? You want to sell your blue bottoms?
I'm going nice on everybody.
We can market those blue bottoms and make some money off of it. Do you want to just do that instead?
Hey, yo, what's up?
Okay, so let me
politics.
just
Let's
kind
go with that.
of correct something because Jeannie, what White Rose is telling you is relatively true. What it is was that at the same time the kind of jab technology and jab innovation we were now moving towards, it was not cleared for any trials on humans yet. We had it already. We had the work already. We just hadn't cleared it to be used in mass population yet because we were still going through all of those processes. That's the only thing that changed. We were creating a new type of jab that, and we've been doing that for decades, that could go ahead and make the code against the virus itself instead of having to have the virus be there in the actual jab to make the code. It could just replicate it itself. That's what we were doing, which is a very smart technology that we're moving towards other practices. But even right now, as it's moving toward other practices, it's not clear for human use, but we're already doing it. We're already doing the science behind it.
So basically, because it was already on standby, it really became political theater by naming it Operation Speed.
Exactly. Yes.
Because all he did was all they did was tap into the resources they already had.
Right.
Exactly.
I'll see that now. Raise your one. For all the Democrats talking about the Epstein files and the spoon-fed file that you've been dealt with over the past year, let me tell you what most MAGA don't care about. They don't care about it. But association with that administration doesn't mean that they support it, but it's not relevant. As long as those files have been in the possession of the U.S. government, and one thing I will tell you about the U.S. government, if they want you, you gonna get got, period. It doesn't matter. Across the board. Democrat, Republican, your mama house, it don't matter, right? So y'all spoon feeding into this as if it's a talking point. He said, Bob. As a talking point, it doesn't matter. If they want you to have those files, they wanted you to have P. Diddy. Guess what? Locked up. They wanted you to have all this Cosby. Guess what? Locked up. If they want something, they gonna get it. So stop using the Epstein files as a precedent to present to me as a Republican that I support pedos when two things can be true at once. You narrow-minded, all-inclusive bigotrons.
And here's an even better question that I want to ask. If you believe,
I don't support Trump.
First of all, I made bigotry up.
You do support Trump, Jenny.
No, I don't fucking support Trump. Wait, hold on.
You don't support Trump anymore?
I can't do that.
No,
it's news to me.
I need
if you guys can let somebody else talk,
you support Trump.
She's about to tell us.
Wait, I just love that.
Yeah, you guys don't. Yeah, okay.
She's about to tell
am
us.
I not mistaken? Didn't Joshua you support Trump? Didn't
I
Joshua?
I served at the office of the president.
Did you not?
He voted.
Support Trump?
Voted.
Hey, there's a lot of people to play with. I'm telling you right now,
question.
Jenny, it's not me. I'm telling you, bro.
Did you not used to support Trump?
Oh
my God. You can't even talk on here.
Well, Jenny, we do want to talk about you, not Josh.
Joshua a question. Did you not used to support Trump?
But we were asking you a question.
I supported this
administration.
Wait, Alexis,
No.
Yes, you did.
No. I'm saying no to you, not to your point. Right?
I know, because I've seen you on panels supporting
You asked
Trump.
me a question. Do you want me to answer it?
It's either yes or no. It's really not.
You don't tell me what's either yes or no, ma'am. I don't know you.
Let him answer the question.
Okay, let's let
you
him
don't know
answer
me.
My question, my answer.
How you don't know me when I came up here? You were like, oh, Jenny. Like, you know who I am.
I do know who you are.
Okay, Jenny, let's let him answer it, and then you can.
My answer is that I sat at the office of the presidency, and I support the administration. Trump as an individualistic person, I do not support. He's an idiot. But the problem is that most Republicans know that he's an idiot. Right, but the administration as a whole, you cannot deny the efficiency of what it is they're trying to achieve. So if you're trying to pin me down, like Fox News, it's just not going to happen.
I disagree with
nobody's
Josh.
trying to pin you.
I would like to ask a question.
Okay, nobody's trying to pin you down, but as soon as I try to take that same thing, everybody's like, "Oh yeah."
Hold on, Jenny, because I was about to say no. I know Josh too, and I know you. I know Josh. I know Josh's stance. I've known Josh's stance. Right. I did when I disagree with Josh, I express it. When I agree with Josh, I express it. when me and you and I have talked, and when I've seen you on other panels, you were not really in support of the administration more than you were in support of MAGA and Trump. And that's the difference. That's why I just asked what changed.
Okay, great. Let me answer that question. I don't like the fact that now that everything has come out, nobody's being arrested. Am I allowed to change my
No, you're allowed. I'm just asking what happened. That's all.
That's exactly what happened. I don't like
what is everything that's coming out? What does that mean?
Yeah. What that mean? Like,
what does that mean?
Well, there's been more and more, like, we're literally controlled and ran by a bunch of pedos on both left and right side. And the fact that nobody is being one person.
I just told you, nobody cares.
What do you mean nobody cares?
I'm telling you right now, in the brass tacks of the geopolitical environment that is happening, with Greenland trying to be purchased, with the Venezuela president being abducted, with all these things going on, nobody cares whether or not he was in an Epstein file, because you had the files during the administration. Your patrons say Obama had them, right? Your patrons say Biden had them, right? All of these people that you appreciate so fucking much,
They've been
they
hiding
had them.
since he
But
was
now
in
that they're
Florida.
spoon feeding you this shit for the fucking narrative, now all of a sudden, if you're a Republican, you voted for pedos, move around, bro.
Bro,
this shit doesn't make sense, Jenny.
What doesn't make
Jenny,
fucking sense
Jenny,
is that everybody has known about this. Everybody, even
you
on
still
your
voted
fucking
for
left
it.
side,
I know.
everybody
You
has
voted
known
for it.
about
Said
this.
that,
So
Jenny.
to sit here and say nobody cares is dumb as fuck, because
Nobody did care, Jenny.
even people on the Democratic side don't give a fuck either.
No, Jenny, nobody cared when it was brought up in election season, and y'all still voted for it. I even stopped bringing that point up in debate, period,
Because
y'all did
nobody
not give a shit. No
Well,
one
because
cared.
I want to see actual evidence.
These.
So
You know
wait,
what?
can I
You
ask
know
a
what?
question?
You know what?
Can I ask a
Jenny,
legitimate
go
question?
find your evidence, baby.
Can I ask a
Go find
legitimate
your
question?
evidence.
No, you can't, bro, because
So-
nobody can fucking get it together on this panel. Everybody talks at the same fucking time. It's just mad fucking annoying.
Okay, so then let me just ask. Let me just ask one legitimate. Wait,
She
please.
acknowledging the evidence. You got to give her credit.
Which is fine. I want to ask.
No. I'm not telling you this statement because I'm not acknowledging the evidence, right? What I'm acknowledging is the evidence as a whole. If you take a step back, if you stole something in 2008 and then you come to me and I say, oh, well, no, it's 2016, 8 years ago, but he stole something, I don't care. It's not relevant. The spoon-fed, the narrative being spoon-fed to Democrats against the Republican regime, if you want to call it that, right, has no value. It's a distraction. I don't care nothing about that. What I care about is the administration. Y'all are so obsessed with Trump more than Republicans are.
Hold on,
It's
Josh,
so
because
strange.
now you acting like Bear, because she was the one arguing that she voted for pedos, and that's what she started to wake up. But to the point you're making, you were right about nobody cared, because when we brought this up, nobody cared. They voted for it. I mean, it's like saying that this person is an alleged unaliver in connection with this unaliving of a person, and then you saying, "Oh, well, I just need evidence to move forward," and you elected that. No, she
Josh
says that.
she said
That's
that.
what she said. No, that's what I'm saying, Josh, and that's what she says. So the point about it is, no one does care. You're right about that. It is a spoon-fed narrative, but at the end of the day, this is not just the Democrats throwing it out. It's bullshit from the start.
This is why I wanted to ask her if she's going to bring up one specific situation that came up in the Epstein files that was asking about a specific individual that had a specific thing, that had some certain words that just came with it, that sounded like it was a thing that was predicting the future. Would she then believe what they're saying about the current president of the United States and what he is involved with in these files? I wanted to try and test her morality when it came to this situation, because the problem is this. I am hearing because when I bring up the files, I do not bring up the files based on if they believe it's real or not. I bring up the files based on their morality to see if they're still going to be as continuous with the morality as they are when it comes to a specific individual that just so happens to have their name in the files. I bring up Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's name is in the files. Russell Wilson said on Twitter, "Fuck that shit. I don't like him. I thank God that I didn't buy the boat or whatever that he was selling." That's a specific example of showing morality and showing that he doesn't believe in what Epstein does. So that's why I was trying to push on Jenny, but unfortunately, it seems as though she doesn't want to actually go down with that process. It sounds more like she just wants to make her talking points and just dip out.
I love me some Trinity.
I'm telling
I
you
love
right
you
now.
too. Because at the end of the day, like we shouldn't be looking at we shouldn't be bringing up the e-files because of whether or not it's the truth. We should bring it up based on morality. We should see if they're actually going to be stringent and actually stick to their morals rather than seeing if they believe it's the truth or not. That's what we should be doing at the end of the day.
She came up trying to tie an email to C-19 in the jab. Like, what
I know, and
that's
that's why.
She came
But
up.
that's
She came
exactly
up attacking
why.
Bill Gates rather than
Right.
everybody that's involved.
About C-19.
Bingo.
Though,
That's
not even
why.
about being in the files themselves.
But Tony, you're perfectly right. That's why whenever someone comes up here and brings up the e-files and brings up Michael Jackson, they bring up Bill Gates, they bring up Russell Wilson, they bring up anybody else. At the end of the day,
orange motherfucker.
Exactly. You ask them, okay, if these are the people that you believe are in these files and it's truth, do you believe the same thing of our president? If they say no, then you say that you're just holding water.
You were spoon-fed some bullshit, and then
Right.
now you want to introduce to us because you want to see if your morality compares to ours because of some shit that you was spoon-fed, right?
Thank you.
My thing is the geopolitical view, right? As far as like Argentina, and not necessarily that we need the oil, but that we stop China from buying it, so that way NATO and that whole situation can kind of calm the fuck down, right? The purchase of Greenland and this administration's mission of moving forward with A, increasing America, and B, not the oil, but the currency, if we've all read it, right? Because the power of not only the black dollar, but the American dollar across the board.
Right.
You got me fucked up. America First is an idea. It is a mission moving forward. And this administration has jacked up a lot of things, but those things they fail in comparison to what it is that A, the Democrats have been doing, and B, moving forward, the Democrats don't have an answer. They don't have a response. They don't have a guide. They don't have a plan. You're arguing about right now. You just loud and wrong.
Right. It's because of the current administration.
Hold on. Let me get in here for y'all. Go.
Oh, ML's here. Hey.
Oh, y'all move this
ML.
First of all this shit with the E-files, this shit is old. Like, this shit is fucking so old. We've been through about this shit back in before Trump got in fucking office. Y'all motherfuckers don't take out the time and did no actual research. Y'all haven't looked at the series of the Fall of Cabal. Y'all haven't looked at the Into the Shadows. All this shit about all these people that's dealing with these kids and panda eyes.
Nigga, what?
All this shit.
Let me ask you a question. Did you watch the Netflix special on Epstein as well?
No, I didn't watch that. But I'm just telling you, all this shit been exposed. We've been seeing this shit. Like, and Bill Gates, it like Jenny was correct. He been exposed that shit in TED Talk 2015 about all this shit was gonna pop off about depopulation, the cobblestones in fucking Georgia. Y'all like this shit is y'all. This please,
Yikes on bikes. Cling, 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 cling.
Y'all can cling all
Jebo, can I just quick question?
Hold on.
Okay,
I guarantee. Hold on.
I got you.
If you go watch Fall of Cabal, the series is 9 parts to it, and you go watch Into the Shadows. It's on YouTube. Just go watch that shit, and then you go put 2 and 2 together with all these. Isaac Cappy is the one. Isaac Cappy is the one started all this shit.
He said he was empty calories.
It sounds like an MMO made for Warhammer.
Question. Just a quick question.
I'm sorry.
If your daughter tells you that she's been touched or raped by an older man, would you go and watch a video on the Cabal or on a series on X, Y, and Z on YouTube?
Absolutely the fuck not.
I don't think so. Like, I just don't get how we got to look into all of that to understand what's going on with these files.
Information is information, whether you like it.
So you're going to gain more information after your daughter's told you she's been touched by an older
get the right
male.
information because I don't know what the fuck this is. What I'm saying is,
I watch a video, if I watch a video on how. If I watch a video on how
this
to
nigga
make
said, watch a documentary to get information, my nigga, to my whole brown face, my bro. Like,
And then
for real?
If I watch a video on how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then someone at the very end of the video, it tells me this is the reason as to why Pearl Harbor happened, I'm not going to take that video seriously. It is two completely different situations because it shows absolutely nothing.
Ben Affleck couldn't tell me the truth about Pearl Harbor.
Absolutely
Have y'all ever watched Faces of Death?
Get out of my whole face right now.
Are we in a Diablo game? Is this what is happening right now?
Get out of my face right now.
Joshua, am I playing Warhammer? What is happening?
Okay, y'all. We got ML.
Go ahead,
Oh, Mr. ML, what's up?
It's a few things about this. I'll be short. What's up, more conscious? So number one, nobody's going to watch a goofy ass document. Stupid. Actually has no relevance in terms of politics in itself. You actually crazily admitting that you and trying to include it in terms of a political conversation shows that probably you should just stick to driving trucks. That's number one. Number two.
Oh man, Jabbo, they flagged you for.
I'm not talking.
It wasn't to you.
It wasn't to you. But if the shoe fits, you can definitely wear it.
For misinformation. Damn, they flagged
It was just a joke.
misinformation. So be
You're done caught astray.
Oh,
Jab.
Now go ahead, Mel. I want to hear what he
But the thing is that, so I get the argument. However, when it comes to individuals, citizens of the United States, when you're having conversations, it is quite obvious for those that are alive, have been alive for at least 50 years, none of this has occurred. None of what we're seeing right now. I know people like to say that, Trump is what we need, the necessary evil. He hasn't, and I think most people on this panel are my color, Black, but he hasn't improved any quality of life whatsoever. Not only to Black people, but others outside of it, unless you have some form of affluency, which I'm not knocking individuals that have some form of affluency. If you're able to get in on the cryptocurrency.
Hold on. They dropped all the guests. What the fork? What the hell? They dropped all of y'all. I don't know why. It says multi-gavel less access. Your multi-gavel less has been restricted due to repeat community violations. Okay, I'm gonna have to appeal this real quick, guys. They're saying I have a violation. It says it ends in 3 days. Ain't that a blip? Let me go and challenge this real quick. All right, that's some fraggle knackle. It says that that y'all been wilding out to get. Oh, I'm on it. They hit me with a ban, guys. I got hit with a ban. Y'all still can't hear me? Can you hear me? Man, that sucks. They Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? I don't hear shit. Okay. Can you hear me now? 1 2 1 2 1 2. Oh, they cut my string. Did they cut my string?